What's going on? It's Kirk Rich, one half of Shock the Culture. Shout out to my partner Dom. So, to all of our creative execs out there, this is your hub. This is your safe space. This is the place where you get all the gems and how to put them in practical application because our big thing is helping real people get real results in real time. All right. So, today we're going to talk to you from the place of understanding how and why bridging the gap between the creative side and the capital side is important to you. So, for all my creative execs out there, all my artists, producers, whatever the case may be, you're gifted in what you do creatively. And a lot of times when it comes to talking about the money sector, the money side of things, it gets kind of icky, it gets kind of yucky. And I'm not talking to you from some bland corporate money is everything standpoint. I'm talking to you from the standpoint of being in my early 20s. I can flash back right many moons. I'm talking to you from the standpoint of being in my early 20s, collaborating with my partner. We're creating music and our creativity is being chokehold, is being in a stranglehold due to the fact that we don't have any money. So we're trying to come up with the catchiest thing. We're doing the art that is true to our hearts, due to doing the art that is true to our souls, doing the art that is true to who we are. When that's not moving or popping because we can't afford to find an audience for it, we're just posting on our socials. We're just going and performing the songs wherever, just whatever outlet will have us showcasing. Oh God, don't get me started on the showcases, showcasing the music. When that wasn't working to the degree that we thought it was supposed to work, we realized that we were missing something. So I was like, hey, let me go do some studying. And I realized every artist that quote unquote made it, whether they're independent, whether they're signed or not, that's not the thing here. That's not the argument. But they had a financial backing. They understood that it took money to make it. So they had to be able to marry their creativity with the money and understand how those two are. So we're going to say it in a way and put it to you in a way that is not diminish the art. We're going to put it to you in a way that allows you to focus on what you like to do most and what you love to do most, which is create. All right. So let's get to the three reasons. And I got them written down because I'm like, I don't want to mess this up. So I got them written down for you. Okay. So I'm actually going to look over here and look. The first thing, number one, when you start investing, right? You need to invest as a creative because it's going to teach you the the purpose of risk management, right? In any investment, you want to make sure it's quality. You want to make sure you're going to get a return on investment. You want that investment to be tangible. So I always tell our creative execs right here, don't be ashamed to make money when it comes to investing. You're not just investing for the idea of investing to say, oh yeah, I'm putting money into the market. No, you're putting money into the market to get a return. So when you take that principle and you bring it over to your music, that does not mean that you're saying, "Oh, I'm only going to make the music that's going to make me the most money." No, that's not it. But you understand project management now. You understand cost risk analysis. You understand, hey, I'm doing this because I want to see a tangible result in on my project. I want to see a tangible result. So what is the tangible result? What a lot of creatives get caught up in is doing things because of the spirit of it or doing things because of the idea of it. Hey, you went and did a video because somebody told you that you need to do visuals and you're not thinking about the quality of that visual. You're not thinking about the return on investment. You can't name what are some things, what are some ways that I'm going to benefit from having this visual. You're just doing it because you don't want to be one of the creatives. You don't want to be one of the artists out there who doesn't have a visual. You see what I'm saying? But you're not thinking about the quality of it. Same thing when it comes to going to the studio, engineering. There are some things artists aren't doing because, let's be honest, you can't afford to do it. Right? So it's a sore spot. So you're trying to make the beat, even though you're not that great at beat making. And I'm not talking about everybody, but there's some of you, well, majority of you, if we're being honest, you're not that great at beat making, you're not that great at mixing, you're not that great at mastering, but you're trying to do it all because you can't afford to pay somebody else to do it. But in reality, in investing, when you learn how money works, You actually paying to get access to somebody, you're paying to get access to their entire network. You see what I'm saying? You're paying to get access to their entire network. So I remember working with the artist. He had some money, right? Well, we had some money collectively, and we went to the studio. The engineer was very popular in the city, had a clothing line and everything. A lot of people knew him, well known, all that good stuff, right? So as we made the song and we were filming everything, shouting out the studio, all these are business principles. We're thinking like, I'm in there like, hey, okay, this could be like a sponsorship type deal. We show him where we're recording all this stuff and that. So guess what he does? While the artist is in there recording, he posts a video. Hey, let me get one of those videos that y'all did. He posted a video because he liked the song and he saw us shouting him out. So now his followers are now like, hey, y'all go check out this song. This is a pretty dope summer vibe. Y'all go check it out. But guess what? We had to be in a position to spend money with him. You see what I'm saying? We had to have the money to spend with him, do a block session, get a bunch of work done, record the videos. He saw the approach, he liked it, he was benefiting from it, and now we have some extra benefit. You see what I'm saying? It's just those little simple things like that. So, like I said, we're going to talk to you in a way where you don't have to worry about being ashamed because you don't have the money. And then at the end of the video, we're going to show you how we're helping our clients to make money in real time. All right. So, understanding when you start investing, you understand risk management, right? You're going to do things and you're going to understand the tangible benefit of doing them, right? You're also going to understand that every single investment that you make is not meant to be a home run. There are some investments that are just supposed to be steady. You see what I'm saying? There are some investments that are just supposed to be steady, that are supposed to get you a 10, 20, 30% return. You get in and you get out, you make your move, you make the money, you pay yourself, and then you get ready for the next one. And then eventually that home run will come along. See, in artist world where there is no talk of investment, right? And just strictly creative world, you're the creative, but you're not being the exec. Everything is looked at like a lottery ticket. Oh, I got a visual. Is this going to be the visual that blows up? Instead of realizing that visual is a part of the process and getting people to know you, right? The ads, the promotion, the marketing, all of that is a part of the process, right? And you're building your foundation. Then once your foundation is built, now you start to stack, stack, stack. You got to become a part of people's mind first. See, when you invest, right? You understand that. You understand that. You give yourself a lot more grace and a lot more space to actually blow up because you're following along with the process rather than putting some money into a thing. Oh, I paid for a visual. I paid 1,000 for this visual. Let me see if it blows up. And then nothing happens, and you're like, that's $1,000 that was not well spent. Where you could have took the same 1,000 and broke it down in a certain way where that 1,000 takes care of like 5 to 10 different things within the process that'll help you build. That's what we help our clients do at Shock the Culture. All right. So that's number one. Understand cost risk analysis. All right. Understanding risk management. Number two, let me look over to the board. All right. Oh God, this is one of my favorites. It gives you leverage in negotiations. Okay. So there's a saying that I love. If you don't invest, you work for somebody who does. Point blank, period. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. If you don't invest, you work for somebody who does, right? Or that big payday that you're looking for, if you're a contractor, is coming from somebody who invests. Because guess what? They're going to invest in you. You see what I'm saying? So now your money is up because the person who invests sees the value that you add and they're investing in you. There's no way around it. There's no reason to be combative to that whatsoever. All right, that actually works in your favor. So now, check this out. This gives you leverage in negotiations because artists, when you get to the point where you want to start making money from your music, you want to start getting paid, whether you're talking to a venue owner, whether you're talking to a label, if you don't want a label, you're dealing directly with venue owners, dealing with directly with promoters, whatever the case may be. These people, you want these people to pay you. When you invest, you can go to them and show them tangible receipts. You can go to them and show them, hey, here's how many people I have listening to my music or rocking with my brand that are in your city. This is how many people who already said they will come out. Why? Because you invested in the professional account. You invest it in the marketing. You see the impressions. You have several different marketing campaigns to show the growth, to show the sustainability, to show that, hey, people are watching this all the way through. People are interested. Hey, people are spending with me. First, they're spending their time with me, aka their attention. Then they're spending their money with me. So now when you go to anybody who invests, any owner with these type of stats right here, guess what? You can name your price because they're going to be able to say, oh, okay, if you could bring 50 people, 500 people, 5,000 people, whatever the case may be, 50,000, it doesn't matter. If you can do that, right, then I'm willing to pay you this because they're going to come in here and shop. They're going to come in here and buy drinks. They're going to come in here and buy food. They're going to post about my establishment, right? You're able to do that. You're able to command money for your brand, right? You have leverage. You have leverage at the negotiation table. Here's one of my favorite recent examples of this. Shout out to Jello Ball, right? So Jello Ball, we've seen him just sign a deal with Def Jam for $8 million. Now everybody goes, oh, here's what the pure creative does, who is not in tune with being a creative exec. Here's what they think. They think, oh man, Jello Ball just signed a deal with Def Jam for 8 million. First off, I didn't know Def Jam was still signing people like that. Second, yeah, man, it's possible to get 8 million. All right, here's the thing. Jello Ball has one brother with a $260 million contract in the NBA. That brother also helped write the song. You see what I'm saying? Shout out LaMelo Ball. Him and Lonzo actually helped create the song, right? So now check this out. Lonzo has an $80 million deal. His father, LeVar, is also a multi-million dollar, so multi-millionaire. So Def Jam looks at the situation and basically goes, hey, let's do a partnership. You can leverage our music connects, our industry connects that you probably don't have. We have a whole staff and we have everybody on Rolodex. We already know you all have the money, but let us put our name on this $8 million that we're giving Jello Ball. Let us put our name on an $8 million. And because we know you're pretty much guaranteed for it, you could spend it if you want to get his career off. But let us put our name on it. Let us use our contacts. And guess what? You can retain all the ownership because we already know you have the money. And if anything goes wrong, we already know you can pay it back. You see what I'm saying? That's how music and money are married right there. It's not so much that, oh, the song was hot. You might have somebody who's not in tune with the creative exec side who's like, man, my song hotter than that. My song hotter than that. So Def Jam will give me 9 million, right? Because my song is better. I'm way better than that. Or you're trying to freestyle on the beat. You're missing the point. He's come with a team that understands the importance of the money side. So they already came to the table with the money. That's why he's able to maintain his ownership. Def Jam just put the eight. They say, hey, let us say that we gave you the $8 million, right? Let us say that, and y'all own everything, right? But we go take it. We go get a license because we have the connects, music, money, Mary, marketing. In order to get ahead with the marketing, you're going to need the money. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no way around it. And if you don't believe in investing, you're going to work for the person who does. It's that simple. So you got to ask yourself, where do you want to be in that hierarchy? All right. And finally, number three is ownership, right? Freedom. This gives you the freedom to be able to do what you love, create more music, and have time freedom, location freedom, spend more time with your family, spend more time in the studio cooking up, whatever it is that you do. When you understand investing, right? When you understand investing, you have the luxury of all those things. Now, there's a very popular thing going on online, and I'm not mad at it, right? There are people telling artists, hey, you need to go and work a second job. You need to go work a third job. That's what I did. That's how I made it. And I'm not mad at them because they put their 10,000 hours into working, right? To meet a goal. And I'm not mad at that. They didn't put their 10,000 hours into investing, teaching people how to invest, understanding financial literacy, teaching people how to invest while they're at work so they can't give you this level of advice, right? Meanwhile, we show our team, our Shock the Culture family, we show them how to make money from investing, from trading while you're at work. So like shout out to our guy. We're going to have him on the podcast. We're going to have him on Shock the Culture Live, right? Marlo G, an artist that's out of South Carolina. He made $10,000 last month that he put in his bank account. This isn't money that he can't touch or anything like that. $10,000 got put into his bank account. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Because he followed our game plan, the Shock the Culture Profit Rocket. So peep how beautiful this is, right? He gets the $10,000 in his bank account. So we helped him make that. Now he goes over to Dom, which is the head of the marketing department. And so he's like, hey, I got this amount of money. What can I do? Without even saying anything, I notice Marlo on blog posts. I see him with high definition, like 4K video, 4K videos, 4K photo shoots. He's popping up first in my algorithm. Everybody's commenting on his stuff because now he's getting the necessary pub. Now they can see the glow up. He's doing out of state shows. He's on out of state podcasts. You see what I'm saying? Because now he can create from a place of, I have a budget. You see what I'm saying? So I'm naturally going to get more exposure. And artists, here's another thing that we can do when you come to Shock the Culture. I don't even, we can help you raise your feature price because people know that when you post a song, it's not just going to your page. They're not just posting a song because you had the hottest verse of the year. Yeah, that's going to be a bonus. But they're going to call you for a feature when you rock with Shock the Culture because they know when you post a song, it's going to these blogs, it's going to these podcasts, it's going out there, it's going to reach that many people. And now you're an investment that's worth it. When you deny the executive side of being a creative, now you just go to all feelings. Oh, my verses are hot, so I should be able to get this. Oh, I rap better than this. I rap better than that. No, the people who are behind the scenes controlling the budget are going, hey, how many views, how many impressions, how many people, how many outlets does this go out to? That's why people are willing to pay some major artists for features. That's why they get a lot of money. We help you get that same effect by being able to quantify, right? How much? This is how many people that are going to see your work. You see what I'm saying? That's what having a budget does. So we hope this help. We hope this helps like tremendously because you don't need to be intimidated as a creative when it comes to talking capital. You have to understand that you need capital, right, in order to make it. And in this area of entrepreneurship, ownership, you want to own your music, it is extremely possible, right? We have artists making, like we said, 10K a month, right? And this is still at their entry level. So you need to be able in this creative exec era to think like the CEO. Don't just think like the artist that was put on the stage, but think like the CEO. Think like the label that was backing them and the strategic planning it took to make them, to make the artist appear like, oh, this is the popular person that everybody needs to, be like or listen to. This is the person. How did they become the influencer? You see what I'm saying? Think like the CEO, create like the artist. All right. That's what Shock the Culture is here to help you do. We do this in real time. There's nobody else. Dom is really in the entertainment industry. You see what I'm saying? I really teach people how to invest, how to trade, and we really help real people get real results. And you don't need 20,000, 30,000. You don't even need $1,000 to start with us. You can start with us for less than 500. You can start with, it's crazy, less than 300, less than 200. You can start with us for a low, low price, less than what you would spend on a block session in the studio. All right. So let's get it. Learn the proper way to grow. That way you turn your wish into an actual list. That way you don't have a wish anymore. You have a plan. You have a business plan. You know exactly how many people are going to see your art. You know exactly how to grow. You know exactly how to spend wisely so you're not just forking over money to say that you're doing something that other artists in your area are not doing. That's major right there. A lot of artists spend money unnecessarily and people charge you because they know that you're going to say, oh yeah, well, I got that visual done over there, I got that such and such, I'm recording over here, and they like, cool. If you want to pay us more, bet, but you haven't built the necessary buzz in order to justify that purchase. You just feel better about saying that you're spending more because of what? Emotions. All right. So let's get it. Let's get it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're always going to have the gems for you all. Shout out to Marlo G. He will be live on Shock the Culture February the 16th. And we're going to let him talk about his experience firsthand so y'all can hear it from him himself. All right. Let's get it. I love you. Shock the Culture.